Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. This one is just an unboxing really of my new NZXT Switch A10. I originally filmed this just for records because if something was broken, I'd have the proof that it was broken before I opened the box, so it's not my fault. So it's something I'm trying to do for some of my more expensive purchases. But you can kind of see some of my comments. Really the viewpoint you should be watching the video with is if you've already done all your research, watched a lot of other online reviews. I try to bring up some points that were brought up by other reviewers, like the fingerprints on the inside of the case, on the finish, and things like that. So if you'd like to see my first impressions, I just thought I'd throw this online, but feel free to leave comments if you'd like, and hope you enjoy the video. The drive A covers is loose. Some scratches. Well, so far so good. Something's broken. This little plastic piece here. Filters seem to work okay. difficult to pick up and move around. Well, there are fingerprints on here. That's so weird. Not that I really care. But it's inside. Let's put some fans up there. Pretty tight, but it works. A little bit of paint on the hard drive page, but nothing serious. There are a few scratches here and there. Looks like when they're trying to put screws in manufacturing. Just scuff the paint a little, but not too worried about that. It can happen to anybody. Still don't know where to grab this thing to pick it up. You can get some better light. Don't know where that part came from. Looks like there's something broken off on here, but it's really hard to tell. Overall, I like the quality a lot, actually. And I really don't mind the difference in color on the side. I mean, it's plastic versus metal. And that happened with any case, really. Looks good in this light, anyway. It's actually pretty nice quality. I was thinking it'd be wobbly from some of the videos you see online, but I really like it. I don't mind the way they attach that window. It's the same as attaching the back on a picture frame, really. A little scuff in the side panel, but just a tiny little mark in the window. Probably never notice it. Pretty happy with that, actually. That's interesting. It's like the door is bowed a little. These are really nice. Until you see what I've been dealing with. Starting to think this was an excellent choice. These aren't very stiff. See, the old version of this used to have another bar. I have no idea if you can see this or not, but right here. And you couldn't fit 90-degree cables on them if you had like an SSD mounted on here or something. But they got rid of that, so now you can. So shouldn't be any issues. I like these a lot. Never seen any other brands to compare them to, but this is my first experience with a removable hard drive cage. Caddy, rather. I like these a lot. Anti-vibration on them too. Hearts. go ahead and take these screws out right away too for the hot swap bay, because probably not going to end up using them. Holy cow, those are tight. I'm going to need a different screwdriver. Start to strip those. And my other tools are in the garage, so we'll do that later. So, where did that broken part come from? Oh, crap. So, this one does not have the holes in the top of the optical drive bays. Really hoping it would. But I did get the updated hard drive caddies, so I don't know. It's a little strange to include that on some and not the others. Then again, maybe that's why I got a sale. They're getting rid of some of the first editions or something. But oh well, can't have everything. And frankly, I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. I really like the all black inside. It's gonna be nice. Slide in super easy. Awesome feature. Still don't know where that piece came from, although there's a lot that look like it. I think I figured it out. Cut the cables. You know, for its size, it really is pretty light. Well, where I thought that broken piece was from, it's not. I have no clue where that came from. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, these fans are a little different than the ones I have, but they're pretty close, so I think it'll be a good match. another spot where they might have been from. We have a winner. When I'm all done checking everything out, I'm going to bring this in for a close-up and see where that broken piece is from. It's not going to matter one bit. At all. So, glad to hear that. Really are tight. These rubber grommets really are pretty nice. They're a little loose, but I mean, they're not going to come out, so whatever. I'm cool with that. Really, you know, some of the reviews I saw made it look like this bends a little bit, and it does. But I mean, it feels really solid. I mean, that's all I can say. And I'm really happy with the build quality. A few minor scuffs here and there, again from probably screws at the factory. You know, trying to line them up quickly and. You end up scraping a little bit of the paint off, but I'm okay with that because I'd probably do the same thing. Man, I'm actually kind of bummed that I didn't get the holes in the top of the optical bay. When I want features, I want all the features. That's why I went with this case. And now, you know, one of the best updates that people were saying is not in there. So, I don't know. I guess it's not worth an RMA for it because, I mean, if I really want those holes, I can Dremel them out fairly easily. You know, probably get more airflow targeted in the area where I want it. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but I'd hate to take a Dremel to a nice new case like this because, honestly, I would probably just screw it up. And I don't want to do that. So, but yeah, I mean, all the fans are there. They look really nice. Grommets are nice. Like people were saying online too, the holes for the motherboard tray are labeled. I like that. Again, it's pretty solid. The filters here, I think I'm really gonna like these. It's so easy. Snap them in, snap them out, wash them out, put them back. Definitely one of the strong points of this case for sure. That was actually a little bit snug, coming in and out, but I mean that's a good thing. It's not just gonna fall out if you're taking it somewhere. I wish I could take this out, but maybe I can. I can. Those screws that were in there oh so tight were actually for the PCB bracket for the hot swap bag. So I take these thumb screws out and actually put them inside of the case where it's designed to go for easy storage. I kind of like that a lot. Ooh, these are actually really loose in here. They probably could have come out during shipping, and I really don't like that because if you got screws rattling around in your case, it's just going to scratch them all up, and or scratch up the case. And you know, it's such a nice paint job. I'd hate to see that. You know, it's okay to have a screw, you know, scratch the paint right by where a screw's going to go when someone's trying to put it in. Because honestly, like I said, I'd probably end up doing the same thing. But you know, if it's all over the inside of your case, it's just going to look terrible. So some of these holes are, you know why? Because there's not been a screw in here before. Perfect. This in there, so now I can fall out. Now we have a hot swap bed. Nice, it's all metal, except for the front piece, which is plastic. But it's got some good weight to it, you know. It's funny they call this a hot swap because I feel like a hot swap, you know, should be toolless. You can just pull them out, put the new one in, and you know, on the fly. And this one, I mean, it kind of works that way. You can still slide it in and out on the go, but you still gotta fix your hard drives here, and that means putting screws through it. So you still gotta take it out, do a little bit of work on it, swap your drives, do a little bit more work on it, put it back on, and then swap it in. But it is kind of convenient to have that feature there. Will I use it? Probably not, because I don't have that many hard drives. I'm cheap like that. So, but like I said, I like features, so I think that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I mean, other than taking the whole front panel off, which I really don't want to do right now, honestly, if there's something wrong under there, it's not gonna bother me because, well, you can't see it ever. So I'm fine with that. The buttons are all nice and clicky. This one on the top is not my favorite, but I mean, it works. So I really don't have an issue there. Some people were saying that their push click lock things for each of the accessories, the fan filters and the louver on the top, were broken when they shipped it, and these are all fine. Some people were saying that the latch for the door were broken, that these are fine. So I'm really happy about that. I'd hate to have to RMA one of these things and pay for the shipping back, because the box itself is like 36 pounds, and I feel like it's got to be like 20 bucks to ship it. One of the reasons I bought it was because it was 20 bucks off. So, you know, that's a big deal to me. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm really, really going to like this case, and I think it's a good decision. All right, let's go through this box here real quick. So I didn't actually look up what all is included. I know this is included. It's a braided 8-pin EPS cable for your motherboard. It's because it's so far from the power supply to go up and over your motherboard into the top, because the case is so big. It's got 9 expansion slots in there. That's going to come in handy. I really like this braided too a lot. It's got some zip ties for tightening up your wires in the back, and then all your screws and motherboard standoffs. You know, I'll have to do some research on what all these are for, but this is going to be really nice. So, nothing else in the box. Don't need that. Throw that away. And yeah, so now I'm going to bring the camera in here to show you where this little piece broke off and why I'm not concerned about it. Okay. So, how am I going to do this? I'm going to stand it up like so. Got my flashlight here a second. So here's the inside of the hard drive cage. If I pull this one out and we look in there, it's a little latch at the bottom. I know this is awful. It's hard to do. Way down in there. Right where it's aiming. There we go. So that's a latch for one of the sliding rails to pull it in and out. On the other side, that one is broken. And you can see it kind of broke at a 45-degree angle. It's just missing compared to that one, which is folded over the metal on the inside. It's just plastic. But this is broken off at a 45-degree angle, almost exactly the same manner. Additionally, if you flip it over, you can see it's got the two ridges. Well, if you look at some of these that are a little bit closer to the top, you can see they have the ridges as well. There we go. See? So that's where it broke off, but take a look at this. Look at the bottom. Yeah, flashlight's dying here. It's got 4 screws holding these things on, you know, 2 apiece. So just the screws alone are going to hold it there. I think really it's more to get it lined up so they can assemble these things really quickly. Be my guess anyway. I'm not an expert in that field by any means, but just the fact that the screws are there makes me think that it's just going to stay, and I have no issues with the fact that that's broken whatsoever. So there was me tearing down my new Switch A10, and this is more for records. We'll see if I actually put it online, but yeah, it's in great shape. Really happy with it. So there it is. Stay tuned for the time-lapse build.